Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that tension is rising in the world of the Young and the Restless characters when a new mystery emerges that has everyone on edge. The story revolves around Billy and Nick Newman, two important figures in the Newman family, who receive a bizarre and creepy riddle over the phone, leading them to a tense, adventurous rescue and the truth gradually revealed. At the same time, while Sharon and Phyllis are kidnapped and held captive, they are trying to escape the dangerous siege. The horrifying photo and the mysterious puzzle. It all starts when Billy receives a link on his phone from an unknown source, which is said to provide information about Havenhurst Psychiatric Clinic. After Billy clicks on the link, he suddenly witnesses a creepy scene. Sharon and Phyllis are imprisoned in a dark room with no way out. The scene was like something out of a nightmare, and Billy couldn't believe what he was seeing. He quickly shared the video with Nick, who was also puzzled as to why these images were there, and who was behind them. When Billy clicked on another link at the bottom of the screen, a bizarre message opened up, making him think hard. On the screen was a skull and a riddle that Billy and Nick couldn't ignore: who will pay to save the life of the mind? These words were not only suggestive, but also contained a warning of lurking danger. Haunted by the riddle and the terrifying images, Billy and Nick decided not to wait for help from the police. They immediately got in the car and headed to Havenhurst Psychiatric Clinic, where they believed Phyllis and Sharon were being held. At the same time, Chance also received the information and was called to the scene, but Billy and Nick rushed ahead. They feel that they cannot sit idly by while their friends are in danger. The tense rescue at Havenhurst. When Sharon and Phyllis realize that they are being held captive in an unfamiliar place, they immediately start looking for a way to escape. But the problem is, they are not only faced with a locked room, but also a sensitive alarm system that can go off at any moment if they make the slightest mistake. Phyllis, always quick-witted and decisive, suggests that they find a way to turn off the surveillance camera. If they do this, maybe the kidnapper will show up and they can fool him. Sharon is a little worried, however. She warns that doing so could get them into trouble and will only make things worse. But Phyllis is adamant that if they remain obedient and follow their captor's rules, they will never get out of this place. "We can't go on like this forever. There must be a stronger plan," Phyllis said frankly, and Sharon agreed. The two decided to take turns sleeping so that the other could secretly stay awake and monitor every move. They had no choice but to use their wits and courage to overcome this challenge. While Phyllis would be alert and focused on finding any weakness in the kidnapper, Sharon would take the role of alert, looking out for every possible situation. The puzzling clues and tension between Phyllis and Sharon gradually, while trying to cope with the dangerous situation, Sharon and Phyllis realized that the kidnapper had snuck into the room while they were sleeping. This made them suspect the presence of another clue left by the kidnapper. A small card, which could be the next clue in this creepy game, was found. They have no choice but to work together, using all their skills and wits to uncover the truth. Sharon suggests that perhaps they could take turns sleeping, while the other stays awake to find a way out. But Phyllis is adamant that they cannot continue living in this obedience. Phyllis insists that they must do everything they can to regain control of the situation. They cannot let their captors continue to dictate their lives like this. The two decide to work together to come up with a smarter plan. While Phyllis and Sharon plan, Billy and Nick, constantly thinking about the bizarre riddle they have been given, approach Havenhurst. Things become increasingly tense as they know that they cannot wait any longer. The riddle: who would pay to save the life of the mind? It seems that this is not just a warning, but part of a larger plan, in which they may also face danger. This rescue is not just a battle of wits, but also a battle of body and spirit. Sharon and Phyllis will have to work together, overcome their fears and use all their abilities to escape captivity. At the same time, Billy and Nick will face difficult choices, not only to save their friends but also to solve the mystery behind the kidnapper. Will Billy and Nick be able to solve the strange puzzle and get to Phyllis and Sharon in time? Or will things get worse as dark secrets continue to be exposed? Challenges await them, and this rescue will not be easy. In one of the recent episodes of The Young and the Restless, an emotional scene kept viewers glued to the screen. Jack and Diane Jenkins, two prominent figures in the Abbott world, sat next to each other and could not hide their excitement at the news of Tracy Abbott and Alan Lawrence's engagement. They shared their joy at seeing their beloved Tracy finally find her true love. But behind that joy, intrigue and secrets are still lurking, especially when events in the GCAC courtroom begin to reveal things no one expected. The engagement party and the mystery behind Alan Lawrence. The first scene of the episode opens at an engagement party held in the GCAC courtroom, where Alan, the man Tracy is about to marry, is raising a glass to celebrate. But there is a distinct difference in Alan's presence that night. He is not the man Tracy imagined, not the man she fell in love with and was engaged to. There is something strange about the way he acts, the look in his eyes seems off, and the way he speaks is no longer the same. Tracy senses it but cannot put her finger on it. It is only when Alan, who is actually most likely his estranged twin brother, Martin, begins to talk about the wedding that Tracy's suspicions seem to grow clearer. Martin, with a confident and smiling demeanor, continues to talk about the wedding plans, but his words have a strange ring to them. He claimed that Tracy was the one who changed him and that he couldn't imagine his life without her. The romance in those words made Tracy feel a little reassured, but it couldn't erase the uneasiness in her heart. When Martin talked about wanting Tracy to be his bride as soon as possible, there was something in his eyes that didn't match his words. It seemed like he was trying to maintain a perfect facade, but underneath, the story wasn't so simple. Tracy, although very happy with the relationship, couldn't help but wonder if she really knew the man standing in front of her. Emergency calls and strange signs throughout the party, Martin's phone, or Alan, as he pretended to be, kept ringing with urgent notifications related to problems at the clinic. These notifications should be big trouble, but Martin is strangely oblivious to them. Even though the phone keeps ringing, he chooses to ignore them and focus on Tracy, hoping that she won't notice the change in his demeanor. This is an important detail, because people around him begin to notice his lack of interest in work. While a normal person would react immediately to an urgent work-related notification, Martin is completely oblivious. This creates a contradiction, because we know that he is a very professional person, someone who takes his work and responsibilities seriously. Why is he so indifferent, when there are so many problems waiting to be solved at his clinic? Is Martin really Alan's twin brother, or is he playing another role, one that no one in the Abbott family knows about? The change in his behavior makes Tracy suspicious and confused. She notices that there is a gap between the image he is creating and the reality she perceives. Tracy, while still feeling the abnormality in the way Martin treats her, cannot help but feel a sense of regret and conflict in her heart. She had hoped for a peaceful wedding, a happy life, but doubts begin to take over. Is this man who she imagined? Is there something behind Martin's past that he cannot share with her? In a quiet moment, Tracy wonders if she should continue with this life, when the secrets are gradually appearing before her eyes. She does not know that the change in Martin's attitude is the first sign of a plan that Martin is secretly carrying out, a plan that can change her whole life. And as secrets are revealed, can Tracy face the truth about the man she trusted? While Tracy and the Abbott family are still basking in the joy of their engagement, dark secrets begin to emerge from the shadows. Martin, who is no ordinary twin brother to Alan, may be hiding a plot much larger than Tracy could have imagined. Martin's constant calls about problems at the clinic, his change in demeanor, and his strange actions are all signs that he is not simply a man in love, but may be part of a larger plan, one that could threaten not only the Abbott family but also those around her. When Tracy finally discovers the truth about Martin and his schemes, she will be faced with a difficult choice. Can she continue to trust the man she loves, or will she decide to leave him to protect herself and those she loves? And when the final secret is revealed, the Abbott family will face a major crisis, one they never imagined would come. Can they overcome this challenge, or will there be irreparable cracks in their family relationship? The Young and the Restless love story and heartfelt conversations in the latest episode of The Young and the Restless, a sweet conversation between Adam Newman and Victor Newman opened up rays of hope for the relationship between father and son. At the same time, Adam and Chelsea's love story continues to develop with remarkable steps, creating unforgettable emotions and important changes in their lives. The heartfelt conversation between Adam and Victor. The relationship between Adam and Victor has always been complicated, with constant storms and long-standing misunderstandings. However, in this episode, the audience witnessed a warm moment when Adam and Victor sat down to talk. This was the first time, in a long intense time, that the two were able to talk openly about their relationship. Adam began the conversation by sharing with Victor the marked improvement in their relationship. He said with renewed confidence that he felt that he and his father were slowly overcoming their differences and difficulties from the past. Adam himself felt that they were beginning to understand each other better and that these conversations actually made him feel closer to the father whose acceptance he had always longed for. Victor, who never seemed to show his emotions easily, in this moment, could be seen feeling very happy and pleased with his son's progress. He gave a rare smile, said that he was very proud of Adam and even got a little emotional hearing these words from his son. This was not only a sign of reconciliation in the Newman family but also a turning point in Adam's search for forgiveness and understanding from his father. Not only that, Adam also shared with Victor the positive developments in his relationship with Chelsea. He predicted that what was happening between him and Chelsea would only get better. Although they were not officially back together, Adam felt that they were on the right track. He emphasized that he felt satisfied with the changes in the relationship and could not help but be optimistic about the future. Victor, with his wealth of life experience, happily blessed his son and hoped that this time everything would work out. Chelsea and Chloe, an open conversation about her relationship with Adam. On a quiet morning at Chelsea's house, she invited her best friend, Chloe, to breakfast. In the light of a peaceful morning, Chelsea decided to open up to Chloe about her relationship with Adam. Although she was not officially back together with Adam, Chelsea felt the need to share with Chloe that she and Adam were getting closer than ever. Chelsea confessed that, although she had not made a final decision, her feelings for Adam were growing and they were rebuilding trust and love in their lives. Chloe, being straightforward and always a sincere friend to Chelsea, did not hesitate to express her joy if this was indeed the right choice for Chelsea. She knew that Chelsea had gone through a lot of hardship and pain in her previous relationship with Adam, but Chloe trusted her friend's ability to make the right decision. Chloe had learned that her previous warnings did not always work, because in the end, only Chelsea knew what was best for herself. The two women had an emotional conversation, during which Chloe expressed deep empathy for Chelsea. Chloe understood that although she could not replace Adam in Chelsea's life, she always wanted to see her friend happy. That's why she was happy to see Chelsea and Adam moving forward. Chloe, with an open heart, no longer tried to protect Chelsea from the mistakes she might make, but instead, she just wanted Chelsea to find peace and joy in this relationship. Chelsea and Adam, steps in love. After the conversation with Chloe ended, Chelsea felt relieved, because she had the approval of her best friend. However, it wasn't long before Adam discovered that Chloe had given her blessing for their reunion. Adam, always curious and never missing any details, realized that Chelsea was teasing him about revealing this to Chloe. When Chelsea and Adam meet, the atmosphere between them is romantic and warm. Chelsea looks at Adam with affection, and a mischievous smile appears on her lips as she teases him that she didn't screw this up before they kiss. It's a sweet moment, where they both realize that, although the trials and tribulations of the past are still there, they are ready to open up and move forward. Chelsea and Adam's future opens up. Adam and Chelsea's love story is on the right track, and the two seem to have found each other again after a long time of being torn between heartbreak and hope. Although they are not officially back together, the progress in their relationship is clear and promising. Adam is able to share his joys with Victor, and Chelsea also finds comfort and encouragement from her best friend Chloe. Adam and Victor's conversation about their relationship further sheds light on the improvements in the Newman family's feelings. Adam and his father's relationship is healing, and with these positive signs, their future is looking brighter. However, as in every love story, there are still many challenges and secrets to be revealed. Will Adam and Chelsea be able to overcome the remaining difficulties to build a future together? Or will their relationship be tested once again? The future will tell, but it's safe to say that in this moment, they have found the hope and happiness they deserve.